Have you ever tried sweet empanadas? Well, I'm going to make those for you today. Actually, I'm making them for one of my friends at work. It's her birthday today. And so it's Sunday. Happy Easter, by the way. 2022. Happy Easter. Anyways, I'll be taking these empanadas to my friend tomorrow at work. And these are empanadas that she's actually asked me to make throughout the years. They're her favorite, so I figured why not make them today and also share the recipe with you. So let's do this. This is going to be like one of the easiest recipes you've ever tried. Believe me, it's well worth it. So what we're going to do now, let me get my measuring going. Get that going. Okay, so I'm going to do 3 ounces of cream cheese. Is perfect. We're going to do 4 ounces of butter softened. This is very soft butter. Perfect. All right, and then we're going to add to that 5 ounces of plain flour. Now we're going to mix this. Okay, we're going to get our paddle attachment on here. Oh, I got some butter on the side. Just grab that up. And I've only got the 3 ingredients in here. That's all it's going to take. I'm going to mix this until it's nice and creamy. I'm going to scrape down the sides. Do you see how it's looking? It's sticky, but it also holds its shape. I think this is ready, actually. I was going to just scrape down the sides and mix it some more, but this actually looks good to me. We're going to call this done. So what we'll do now is get this all out and put on some saran wrap. Let me grab that. Get this out of the way. My saran wrap. Get all of this out onto my saran wrap so that I can chill it. You should chill it for 8 hours. If you don't have 8 hours, then what you could do is pop this in the freezer and let it sit in there for about a half hour or so. And that should do the trick. My hands are clean. Always start with clean hands. I know there are a lot of people out there that are constantly commenting on people washing their hands. Believe me, I wash my hands multiple times during any kind of baking or cooking process. It's not a problem. All right. I'm very thrifty, so I make sure that I get all of the remnants of it off. I don't like to waste food, So this is the way that I do. Bear with me as I clean off my paddle. Okay, that looks good. So as you can see, it looks a little sticky. It's not too bad. So I'm going to chill this. And when it's done, I'm going to flour my surface before I start rolling it out. But that's good. That's it. That's going in the fridge. When I do bake everything, I'm going to use the raw sugar and an egg wash. Pretty simple recipe. You're going to get mad reviews. Seriously, this is like the best thing ever. So I hope you enjoy this recipe. Let's get this in the freezer, and then we'll get back with you after it. Actually, I'm not going to put it in the freezer. I'll put it in the fridge. I just took my dough out of the fridge. It was chilling for about a half hour or so. So what I'll do now is start rolling it out. You will need to flour your workstation because it will stick. So let me grab some flour here. Cut a piece of this off. And start rolling it. Okay. Sorry, that's the family in the background. Okay. You don't want it too thin. Like that part there, right there is probably a little thin. I won't use that. So just imagine an empanada. It needs to hold the contents in there, so it can't be super thin. Now I am using a cookie cutter for this, and it's you know, it's not that big. So my empanadas won't be gigantic because I'm going to fold them in half. If you want a bigger empanada, then you'll have to look around to see what kind of a cutter you have. I guess you can use a bowl if you wanted to, and cut your dough out with a bowl, but this is what I'm going to be using. So I'm just going to go through and make my cuts. And I'm going to roll this up, and I'll keep doing that until I have all my circles, and then we'll fill them up. So this is what they look like after I've filled them all. You can see that I didn't put very much in there because they are going to explode. It's just what happens with these. So I'm going to put you down so I can show you how I'm folding them. So I took an egg and I beat it. This is going to go over the tops of my empanadas. But what I'm going to do right now is put it on the inside so that it can seal. So I'm simply going to do this on each one of these, and that'll help to seal these closed. So hopefully they don't explode quite as much as I know they're going to. Okay. A lot of noise in my house right now. We just got done with our Easter festivities, and people are still high on sugar, I think. So please ignore the noise in the background. Okay, so like I said, I'm just going to put these on all of them so that I can kind of seal these. Very similar to what you would do if you were making like a lumpia or what is it, those pot stickers or whatever. You've got to seal them. All right, now that I've done that to all of them, let me grab a little knife to make it easier to flip these over. Oh, I know, I've got this little thing here. Okay, so I'm just going to take my little tool here to help me flip this over. And I'm going to flip them all over first, and then I'll go ahead and cinch them with a fork. So, and I just baked another set on here. That's why you see the remaining jam from the last flavor I did. No need to switch out my paper. Nothing's going to happen with me reusing it. It's fine. I just baked another set in here, and that's why you see the remnants of the last jam. Okay, so now that I've done that, I'm going to get my fork. And I'm going to cinch all the way around, pressing it down. As you can see, very easy. This dough is really luxurious. It's obviously because it's only butter, cream cheese, and flour. It's decadent, and you can feel it just in the texture of it. As I'm doing this, I can feel how decadent it is. That one exploded without me baking it. All right, so I'm going to continue to do this, and I'll be back with you in just a moment. Now that I've got them all cinched up, I'm going to take my scissors, and I'm just going to snip them in the middle. And this will help to release the steam as they cook, which would hopefully make them not lose so much of their filling. What I've done in the past is I've made these with cherry or apple preserves and stuff, and preserves, and that actually works out well, but I didn't have any, and I didn't feel like going to the store, so I thought, what do I have on hand? And it was the jams, so that's how I'm doing this. I'm going to pop this in the oven. The oven is set at 375. I'm going to bake them for 15 to 20 minutes. So they're almost done. I need to pull them out of the oven so I can give them an egg wash. Pardon the noise. I do have my dishwasher going. Had the family over for Easter today, so I had quite a bit of a mess going on. All right, let's see here. Scoot over a little, guys. We're gonna egg wash everybody. It smells delicious. I wish you could smell this. It's very buttery. It just smells like a very buttery pastry. All right, I've got some of the, what is this, sugar in the raw. I like this because it's got some big pieces. They're very pretty. I'm just going to put this all over my pastry here. And all right, look how nice these turned out. Look at the egg wash and how it made it so shiny, and that little bit of sugar just made a little bit of a difference there. Look at that, it's really pretty. I didn't do the sugar on these. I did do the egg wash, but not the sugar. And you see the difference. Very shiny, not so shiny. And the ones where I did the straight jam, those tended to explode. These that I did the cream cheese and jam didn't explode, so it held in within itself better. They're very delicious, so just be careful with it. Look at that. They're really good. Still nice and hot. Let's do a taste test. So here you go. Nice and flaky. Really good. I don't know if I like it better with cream cheese and jam or just with jam, because they're both good. So it would be just based on what you're feeling that day. I hope you make them. I hope you enjoy them. And I'll see you next time.